Hi everyone, welcome to End of the World Weekly. Let me tell you how this show works. I'm Newsbot 29000. I'm a robot from the post-apocalyptic future. I've been programmed to send these broadcasts into the past in hopes that you Earth humans can avoid all the calamities that led to the end of the world. Okay, got it? Good. So let me tell you about some of your current events and how they spiral out of control and bring about the apocalypse. Dennis Rodman went to North Korea this week. Political experts worried the former NBA player was acting as a diplomat for the US after the Hermit Nation released a comatose American prisoner shortly after his arrival, a role the flamboyant basketball star might not have been best suited for. Rodman did his best to reassure reporters in between flights that he was just going over to visit some friends and play some basketball, but he was actually going over for a more nefarious purpose. He wanted to do some hunting that he couldn't do anywhere else in the world. He wanted to hunt the most dangerous game of all, penguins. Tuesday night, a group of surgeons from a hospital in China announced that they had successfully removed 28 pounds of feces from a man who had been constipated since birth. Although I don't know how successful of a day you're having if you had to handle 28 pounds of poop. Before the operation, the man looked like he was 9 months pregnant and was too weak to speak. After the operation, the man wanted a cigarette, a shower, and a nap. A large group of Texans gathered in Houston last Saturday to protect a statue that was in no danger of being removed. The largely alt-right group had fallen for an anti-left's internet prank aimed at waking up the sheeple and making America great again. When the alt-right group realized that no commie leftists, or black people, were coming, they tried to save face by saying the liberals saw the large crowd of patriots and ran away. Then they went back to their usual Saturday activities of mowing the grass, drinking beer, and decorating everything they own with a rebel flag. And that brings us to our Alternative Facts of the Week segment. Let's get started. Alternative fact number 1. It was Donald Trump's birthday on Wednesday, and after blowing out the candles, he was disappointed that his wish for all of this to be a dream didn't come true. Alternative fact number 2. Fox News replaced its fair and balanced tagline with most watched, most trusted, because no matter what happened, viewers could count on the network to harass female employees and remind them of the good old days. Alternative fact number 3. The U.S. Department of Justice forced Leonardo DiCaprio to give up several gifts the actor had received from Malaysian financiers that had reportedly been paid for with stolen money. The gifts included Marlon Brando's Oscar, a Picasso, and the film rights to Daddy's Home and Dumb and Dumber 2, which DiCaprio was all too happy to separate with. Alternative fact number 4. Adam West passed away last week. The actor best remembered for his portrayal of Batman in the hit 1960s TV show was 88 years old. He died tragically after the Joker learned his secret identity and mailed him a cake with a bomb in it. Alternative fact number 5. Amazon announced it was buying Whole Foods on Friday. The online giant's plans for cutting the cost of the retailer's pricey groceries included replacing cashiers with automated checkout lines, replacing delivery drivers with self-driving vehicles, and replacing all of the food with a food-based bionutritious powder that covered the human body's basic needs in order to function. That does it for this week's segment of Alternative Facts of the Week. If you have any alternative facts you'd like to hear on the show, please leave a comment below and we'll talk about them next episode. A computer scientist in Georgia discovered that his state's voting machines were easily hackable and infected with malware. He released his findings to the FBI and the public in hopes that the company that maintains the voting machines would fix them. And with a special election coming up next Tuesday, time was running out. The machines weren't fixed on time, but nobody seemed to notice. A wall covered in kudzu was elected to be Georgia's new senator, which was what the polls had been predicting for weeks. Well, that does it for this episode of End of the World Weekly. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to tune in again next week, and we'll have a brand new episode. Thanks again for watching. Bye!
Delicious.